In this video, we'll learn quickly how to find the expected value of the sum of random variables. And you'll see later in the course that many times we have to add up random variables to solve important problems. So let's suppose we have random variables x1, x2 through xn, so we have n of them. They don't have to be independent. Independence will be important in the next video. So these could be any random variables. What's the mean or expected value of the sum of random variables? So if I want the expected value or the mean of adding up n random variables, all I have to do is add up the expected value of each of the individual ones. Boy, does that make our life easy. So suppose I toss a die 100 times. On average, how many dots will show up? Well, you know on each die, 3.5 dots will show up. We just talked about that. So the expected value on 100 dice would be 3.5 plus 3.5 100 times. And so the answer there would be 100 times 3.5, 350. One more example. Toss a coin 100 times. On average, how many heads will show up? Well, you can guess the answer to that, I think. It's 50-50. A head will show up on one coin toss. What's the expected value? You would sum a product. You'd either get 0 or 1 heads with this probability. So on the average, you'll see half a head on one coin toss, although you never see half a head. But on 100 coin tosses, the average number of heads to show up would just be 0.5 plus 0.5 100 times, which would be 50. So in the next video, we'll talk about how to find the variance and standard deviation for random variables, but they have to be independent or it's a very difficult problem. So we'll assume the random variables we're adding up are independent.